started in a small scale. Medical camps and then
So TMP Rotary Hospital is an integral part of Rotary is an integral part of this hospital.
Alumnus, yeah.
Our mother was in those days she was the leading obstetrician and gynecologist.
2017 we got one grant, cardiology project. So we started both screening in the community, and then we get them here to go on the ECG, TMT, go here. So in this trauma grant also, so we have basically done got equipment for this. Plus also whenever we are honoring the government schemes also, so both patients also can come and take treatment. But surgery is significant.
Now, before inauguration of the project, President of Rotary of Karkala, Rain Monshanai, District Governor, Dr. Jayagaudi Hadigar. Today's Global Grant Functions inaugurator of the project, past Rotary International Director and also present trustee of Rotary TRF, Dr. Bharat Pandya, DRC, Dr. P. Narayana. And I'm very happy that today we have one of the international sponsor of the project. Today Vasant Prabhu is also amidst us. Welcome you, sir. And today is one of the chief guest, Pro Chancellor of Manipal University, Dr. H.S. Ballal, Chief Medical Officer of Dr. TMA Rotary Hospital, Karkala, Dr. Kirtinath Ballal, Project Contact, Rotarian Sundra Karkala and Dr. of Karkala, Rock City, and all the invitees and guests. Today I have the pleasure of giving the introductory speech of the project on behalf of my friend, Project Contact, Rotarian past President, Rotarian Surendra Naik. You know, this Global Grant project is named as Revati Premananda Shanai Trauma and Emergency Care Center in Dr. TMA Rotary Hospital, Karkala. She is the beloved mother of my friend, President of Rotary of Karkala, Rotarian Monshanai. I would like to present the introductory speech now. It all started 3 years ago when a grand seminar was organized at Hassan. The project contact Rotarian Surendra Naik, then IPP of Rotary Club of Karkala, Rock City, asked me, "Sir, what is a grand seminar?" I replied saying, If a club wanted to obtain global grants or district grants, and in order to become eligible, he has to attend the grant seminars mandatorily. Enthusiastic Rotarian Surendra attended the seminar, very much influenced by PDG Chatra's presentation. He came back to me and said, "Sir, our club is interested in doing global grant." I then informed him about finding an international sponsor and club's contribution for the project, etc., etc. It was really difficult for a new club like Karkala Rock City because all the club members were youngsters who started their career very recently, and it was a very huge task for them. As luck would have it, around the same time, our international sponsor for the government hospital project of Rotary Club of Karkala Global Grant, PDG Ranjan Kini from RA District 36540 USA, visited Karkala. Surendra and me talked to him about the new global grant project of Rotary Karkala Rock City, and he assured us about sponsoring it next time. Once again, Surendra sat with all the club members and discussed about how to proceed. He was very keen on helping road accident victims in and around Karkala, and for the same, it was very essential to have a project to establish a trauma and emergency care center at Karkala. So then we approached to Chief Medical Officer of Dr. T.M.A. Pai Rotary Hospital Karkala, my friend Rotarian Dr. Kirtinath Ballal, and he gave us all the inputs for planning the project. Well, the project was a big budgeted one, costing around $65,000. They have considered DG and DRFC and filled the global grant application. The total project cost was $63,460. Rotary Club Karkala Rock City, with great difficulty, collected $5,000 from their members. Then Surendra and me contacted the president of Rotary Club of Karkala, Rotarian Mohan Shanai, and explained the project to him and requested the support of Rotary Club of Karkala, which is the parent club of Rotary Club of Karkala Rock City. He consulted with members of the club and came forward to support this project. There was still some shortage of funds. Then we decided to contact some of our previous donors of the Rotary Hospital, Sri Jagannath Pai and Jyoti Pai, and Sri Yogesh Prabhu, who is the son of our charter member, past President, late Rotarian Krishna Prabhu, and our present Rotarian Bharati Prabhu. They all came forward and supported this project. One more international donor, Rotarian Vasant Prabhu, also helped us with this contribution from Rotary Club Central Chester County. Luckily, PDG Ranjan Kini gave us the green signal for this project, and our DG and DRFC also gave us the DDF from our district, and the Rotary Foundation sanctioned the project. This is really a good example of when we start a project with good intentions and with good heart, hands from different continents of the world join together and work for the success of the project. The total project funding pattern is like this. Rotary Foundation $19,960. RA District 3182 India $10,000. Rotary Club of Karkala Rock City $5,000. And partner club, that is our club, Rotary Club of Karkala, US $16,000. RA District 6540 USA, US $10,000. And Rotary Club of Crown Point USA, US $500. And Rotary Club of Karkala, Rotary Club of Central Chester County, Lionville, USA, US $2,000. Total grant amount is US $63,460. That is in rupees, it will be 52,67,180 rupees. Once again, I would like to thank all the Rotarians of Rotary Club of Karkala and the President, Major Donor Couples, Rotarian Mon Shani and Rotarian Aruna Shanai, and Rotarians of Karkala Rock City, and Sri Jagannath Pai and Jyoti Pai, Sri Yogesh Prabhu, and all the donors who has supported this cause and ultimately the success of this project. My sincere thanks to District Governor Dr. Gauri and District DRFC Dr. Narayana and DG and DRFC of RA District 6540, DG and DRFC of 3182 and the Rotary Foundation. I will be failing in my duties if I forget the help and guidance of Chief Medical Officer of Dr. M.A. Pai, Rotary Hospital Karkala, Dr. Kirtinath Bandal, and Public Relations Officer Mr. Natesh for their help. Congratulations to Rotarian Surendra Naik, project contact of this project, and I urge you to not to stop giving to TRF and continue participating in the programs of TRF in the future also. As you know, motto of Rotary is fellowship and friendship and service above self. Motto of the Rotary Foundation is do good in the world. So we all Rotarians contribute to the foundation every year and doing good thing all over the world. With these introductory remarks, once again I thank all the Rotarians of Karkala and Rotary of Karkala Rock City for happening of this global grand project. Thank you one and all.
Dignitaries on and off the dais, it is my privilege and pleasure to present a brief introduction of the inaugurator of the Global Grant Project, PRAD Dr. Bharat Pandya is a practicing general and laparoscopic surgeon. He and his wife, Dr. Madhavi, is a gynecologist, own a private hospital in Bombay. He is a fellow of International College of Surgeons and has served on the board of Jan Shikshan Sansthan Vocational Training Institute sponsored by Indian government. Rotarian Dr. Pandya joined Rotary in 1989 as a charter member of his club. During his year as governor of District 3140, his district contributed over $2 million to the Rotary Foundation, making it the top contributor worldwide for 2006 and 2007. He has led numerous projects including water and sanitation projects funded by foundation grants that installed check dams so that villagers no longer needed to walk up to 4 miles per day to collect water. Pandya has held many roles in Rotary, including regional RI membership coordinator, training leader, and member of Rotary's membership and convention promotion committees and of the India Polio Plus Committee. He has received Rotary International's Service Above Self Award and the Rotary Foundation's citation for Meritorious Service and Distinguished Service Award. He and Madhavi are level 2 major donors to the foundation. With this brief and very brief introduction of Dr. Bharat Pandya, I conclude here the brief introduction. Thank you one and all for this opportunity. Thank you very much.
At time, sitting TRF trustee, Dr. Bharat Pandya is visiting our club and inaugurating our Google grant. I am very thankful to you, sir, for coming on the last day of the Rotary year and inaugurating our Google grant project. Thank you, sir.
Project contact person to conduct this part of the program.
ರಾಕ್ ಸಿಟಿಯ ಚೊಚ್ಚಲ ಗ್ಲೋಬಲ್ ಗ್ರಾಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಅಪಘಾತ ಮತ್ತು ತುರ್ತು ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸಾ ವಿಭಾಗದ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನಾ ಸಮಾರಂಭದ ಸಭಾಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರೇ, ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಾದ TRF ಟ್ರಸ್ಟಿ PRID ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಭರತ್ ಪಾಂಡ್ಯ ಅವರೇ, ನಮ್ಮ DG ಗೌರಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅವರೇ, ಮಾಹೆ ಮಣಿಪಾಲದ ಪ್ರೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಲರ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ HS ಬಲ್ಲಾರ್ ಅವರೇ, ಹಾಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ರೋಟರಿಯ ನಾಯಕರುಗಳೇ, ರೋಟೇರಿಯನ್ ವಸಂತ್ ಪ್ರಭು ಅವರೇ, ಹಾಗೂ ನೆರೆದಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೋಟರಿ ಸದಸ್ಯರೇ, ರೋಟರಿ ಬಂಧುಗಳೇ, ಈ ದಿನ ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ನ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ. ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಕೇವಲ 2ನೇ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಲಿಡುತ್ತಿದ್ದಂತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶಕರ ಆಶಯದಂತೆ ಯಾವುದಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಗ್ಲೋಬಲ್ ಗ್ರಾಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕೆನ್ನುವ ಹಂಬಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಹಾಸನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದಂತಹ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೆಮಿನಾರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಸೆ ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಚಿಗುರತೊಡಗಿತು. ಆ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾತೃ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಈಗಿನ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದಂತಹ ರೋಟೇರಿಯನ್ ಮೋಹನ್ ಶೆಣೆ ಅವರು. ಅವರ ಬಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಷಯವನ್ನು ಪ್ರಸ್ತಾಪಿಸಿದಾಗ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡು, ಹಣದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಬಿಡು ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ಮಾತನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಈ ಒಂದು ಆಶ್ವಾಸನೆಯಿಂದ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಗೊಂಡಿತು ಈ ಯೋಜನೆ. ಈ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸದಾ ನಮಗೆ ಗೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಮೊದಲ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮೊತ್ತದ ದೇಣಿಗೆಯನ್ನು ಘೋಷಿಸಿದವರು ನಮ್ಮ ರೋಟೇರಿಯನ್ ಮೋಹನ್ ಶೆಣೆ ಮತ್ತು ಅರುಣಾ ದಂಪತಿಗಳು. ಅವರು ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು, ನಮ್ಮ ಸನ್ಮಾನವನ್ನು ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸಬೇಕಂತೇಳಿ ಅವರನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಈ ಯೋಜನೆಯ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸಿದಾಗ ಅತೀವ ಸಂತೋಷದಿಂದ ಬಹಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮೊತ್ತದ ಸಹಕಾರವನ್ನು ನಮಗೆ ನೀಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇವರು ವೇದಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ. ಅವರಿಗೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೋಟರಿ ನಾಯಕರು, ನಮ್ಮ ವೇದಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಿರಿಯರು ಸನ್ಮಾನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ನಾವು ಕಣ್ತುಂಬ ನೋಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇವರ ಸಹಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಸದಾ ಚಿರಋಣಿಗಳು.
ಅವರು ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಬಂದು ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಯೋಗೇಶ್ ಪ್ರಭು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹಾರವನ್ನು ಹಾಕಬೇಕೆಂಬುದಾಗಿ ವಿನಂತಿಸ್ತೇನೆ.
ಹಾಗೆ
His introduction, Dr. Bharatesh Ganesh thanked me, you also thanked me for coming, and the gentleman just thanked me for coming all the way from Mumbai for this inauguration. Let me make... Hello? It's fine. Let me make one thing very, very clear. It is not you who have to thank me, it is I who have to thank all of you for allowing me this opportunity to come here and witness the great work that Rotary is doing at the grassroots levels. Because Dr. Narayana, I believe that the work of Rotary is not done by the Board of Directors of Rotary International, it is not done by the trustees of Rotary Foundation, and Dr. Jayagauri, you will agree, it is not done by the district governor or a team. But the work of Rotary is done by the Rotary clubs, because our clubs are at the heart of Rotary, and whenever I have an opportunity to visit clubs, and especially this opportunity, to see this outstanding work done by the Rotary Club of Karkala, Rock City, I think I would not miss this opportunity. And of course the second important reason for my presence here today is this gentleman sitting here today. He was so very, very persistent. You know, May and June are a little bit busy. The Rotarians know they are a little bit busy. Pets and assemblies and the international convention and other things are happening. But Dr. Bharatesh was very, very patient and he kept on calling me. He said, you give me the date and that is the day we will have that program. So I think one of the important reasons of my presence here today is none other than Dr. Bharatesh. Thank you, Dr. Bharatesh, for this opportunity. Over 2,500 years ago, the Chinese emperor once called Confucius and he asked him a question in his darbar. Sir, please tell me who is great in the world. So pointing at the emperor, Confucius said that, sir, you are great because you are the seeker of the truth. You are always seeking out truth. Is there anybody greater than me? And Confucius replied, I am greater than you because I am the keeper of the truth. Because truth begins with me and moves forward with me. Is there anybody greater than you and me? In reply, Confucius took the emperor to the outskirts of the town, where in the hot sun, an old man was digging a well. Pointing at the old man, he said that this man is digging well not just for himself, but for the benefit of others. Those who work not just for themselves, everybody has to work for themselves and everybody should work for themselves. But those who work not just for themselves, but for the benefit of others are truly great in this world. I believe friends, that if I am praying, if I am in trouble and it is time to pray, I should pray to the Lord. But if I am praying and somebody else is in trouble, I should stop my prayers to help that person, because the best prayer to the Lord is helping others. And I think that is what Rotary Club of Karkala, Rock City, supported by Rotary Club of Karkala and all the generous donors have done this. President Chirag, will you please stand? Will you please stand, friends? You know, this is just a 5-year-old club. And when Dr. Bharatesh gave them this challenge, that you have to do this global grant, I think Chirag and all the club members, they rose to this challenge. And it's not just about the money. It's not about the $5,000 only. Of course, that is an important part of it, but it's not just about the $5,000. It's about doing that global grant project and doing that hands-on work, seeing that that work is done in better manner, in most appropriate manner. I think Chirag and Rotary Club of Karkala, Rock City, a big round of applause to this young 5-year young club of youngsters. Credit goes to everyone. But you are the president, Chirag. So the president has to get a little, leader gets always a little extra credit. So congratulations, Srinath. And at your next meeting, please convey congratulations to the whole club for the great work that you have done. Thank you very much. You know, friends, there is an old saying, life is full of froth and bubble. Life is full of froth and bubble, but two things stand firm as stone. Kindness in another's trouble and courage in your own. I think I could not have found a better epitome of this than in your leader for the year 22-23, District Governor Dr. Jaya Gauri. I think, please wait. She went through so many health challenges. But since the time I came in the morning, I have not seen the smile of her face. She's been ever ready. I know there were many pressures on her for many things, but we will not go into all those things. But all of you will agree with me that it is only because of her courage and her commitment to Rotary, her courage and commitment to the role of District Governor, that Dr. Jaya Gauri, in spite of health challenges, has done such a remarkable job. And Dr. Narayana, you and Bharatesh will agree, have done a remarkable job. I think she deserves a very big round of applause from all of us. And projects such as these cannot happen just by themselves. Somebody has to be working hard behind that project. And I think from what I have seen here today, I believe that there are a couple of people, of course, apart from Karkala Rock City and the past president Surendra, who is a project contractor. I think a couple of people, and those couple of people, of course, another than PDG Dr. Bharatesh, who has been so much a guiding force for this project. I think Bharatesh has really seen, you know, very easily Bharatesh could have taken this project for Karkala Club himself. And that would not have been difficult for him to do. But he wanted this young club to also taste the beauty of doing a global grant. And I am telling you, taste the beauty of doing one global grant, and you will do global grants again and again and again. So I think a big round of applause to Bharatesh for all that he has done for this global grant project. And of course, without the support of District Rotary Foundation Chair Dr. Narayana, veteran Rotarian. Dr. Narayana and I go many years back, because 4 years we were serving together on the India National Polio Focus Committee. And in Dr. Narayan, you have an outstanding DRFC. The Rotary Foundation in 3182 is in very safe hands, in the hands of Dr. Narayan. And Dr. Narayan, thank you for all the support that you have given us. And you know, giving the money for a project is one thing. But running the project is an entirely different matter. And so many times Dr. Kirti, Dr. Ballal mentioned about the old connections which Rotary and Manipal has. The Manipal University, and I am now generally talking about Manipal, I am not talking about Mahe or the other things, I am talking about the Manipal group as a whole. The old connections that this group has with Rotary. Dr. T.M. Pai in the early 60s was the district governor of this district. And since then, Rotary and Manipal have worked very closely together. Dr. Ballal, on behalf of the trustees of the Rotary Foundation, on behalf of Rotary International Leadership, let me tell you friends, let me convey to you our deepest gratitude for always allowing Rotary to come and do the work. You know friends, it's equally important, it's not just about Rotary Foundation giving the money friends. It's equally important to find the right organization who will make the best use of whatever you give, whether it's money, the resources, or whatever it is. I think we could not have found a better partner than Manipal University for the great work that Rotary Foundation is doing for Israel. Dr. Ballal, thank you so much. And I have just met Dr. Ballal today, but I have heard about him yesterday from so many people in Mangalore, friends. And I think you will know that what an outstanding leader we have as Pro-Chancellor of the Manipal University, Dr. Ballal. And I have just met again this other gentleman just today, Dr. Kirti. I can identify 3 things in him. I call them the 3 C's. Commitment. From all the things that he told me, he is committed to whatever he is doing, to his job as the CEO or Chief Medical Officer of TMA by Rotary Karkala Hospital. Competence. He is competent, there is no doubt that he is competent in whatever he is doing. And the way he went around everywhere, he had very importantly the third C, and that is confidence. Confidence because he had full knowledge. You go to that TMFI hospital, Rotary hospital, you turn here and there is a board of Rotary Foundation giving this much. You turn there is another board of Rotary Foundation doing this much. You look back and there is a plaque of Rotary Foundation doing this much. You look forward and there is a big 4 or 5 plaques of Rotary Foundation, friends. It's truly, you know, in an organization, not in organization but in the society, there are 3 pillars. The public, which is of course the government, the private sector, and third is the civil society. This is the perfect partnership between private and civil society, friends. Private being the Manipal group and civil society being the Rotarians and Rotary. And I think Dr. Kirti is providing great leadership to TMFI Rotary Hospital, and he is going to ensure, Dr. Kirti, will you please stand, friends? He is going to ensure that whatever material is supplied is all going to be used in the best possible manner. So this is an extra responsibility I am putting on you, Dr. Kirti, now, that this global grant, what is being done, I am sure that you and the doctors and are going to be using for the best manner for the public and the community in and around Karkala. Let's give Dr. Kirti a big round of applause. Thank you very much. And of course, friends, you know, we don't talk so much about money, but in the end, money is always important, because without money, nothing moves in this world. And this project today, Dr. Bharatesh has read out all the donors, so I am not going to name, we just felicitated the donors, I am not going to name them. But in Sanskrit we have a shloka, Sateshu Jayate Shurah, Sahasreshu Cha Panditah, Vakta Dasa Sahasreshu, Data Bhavati Vanava. In 100 people, you will find a sure person, a brave person. In 1,000, you may find a Pandit. In 10,000, you may find a Vakta, a good orator. But a generous donor, you may or may not find in a lakh or 10 lakh or in an entire generation, friends. And here, we have so many generous donors from Mohan Shinoy, from the Prabhu family, from so many others, friends. I thank all the generous donors for so magnificently and generously coming forward and giving of their money for this noble work which is going to help the community in and around Karkala for years and generations to come. Let's give a big round of applause to all our generous donors for the great work they have done. And of course, Dr. Narayan shared with me that the go-to person for grants, global grants started just 7-8 years back, but before that there were other grants. So the go-to person for grants in District 3182 is none other than Central Chester County? Central Chester County, the member of Central Chester County and AKS member Vasant Prabhu. Friends, please give Vasant Prabhu a round of applause for the great work and the great support that he has been doing. Visiting that hospital really caused goosebumps in me, because as a surgeon, I could empathize and see that what a beautiful way. And I can tell you, friends, that even you go to Hinduja Hospital or Bombay Hospital or Lilavati, these are big hospitals in Mumbai, you probably would not find them as spick and span as I found that this hospital was. So congratulations to Dr. TMFI Rotary Hospital. Yes, that deserves, I think that shows that it is being administered in best possible manner, and the credit for that, Dr. Kirti will agree with me, he doesn't go only to the top management, it doesn't go only to you, it doesn't go only to the doctors, but it also goes to the nurses and the staff and even the sweepers and ayabais. The credit goes to the whole team of TMFI Hospital. So let's give the team of TMFI Hospital a big round of applause. Let me once more congratulate Karkala Rock City, Rotary Club of Karkala, for the really great work that you are doing, friends. This is a great opportunity for me to go back to the trustees. When we go back to the trustees and sit on the board of trustees, this is a great opportunity for me to share with them that the money that the Rotarians are giving, whether it is in America or whether it is in Australia or whether it is in Europe, what best way is being put to using. And I think we could not find a better way than this inauguration of Revati Premanand Shinoy Rotary Trauma and Emergency Care Center. Again, being a doctor, I can imagine that this was an unfilled need. A trauma care and emergency care center was an unfilled need. And today, Karkala Rock City, you have come forward and filled this need. So many congratulations to you, friends. Let me end by sharing with you, friends, that a room may be dark. A room may be dark because of two reasons. Either the sun is not shining or the windows are dirty. We can't do anything about the sun. We can't turn the sun and on off. But we can definitely clean the windows so that more light comes inside and the room becomes brighter. That is the opportunity that Rotary gives us. That is the opportunity that Rotary Foundation gives us to clean the windows by giving a little bit of ourselves. I believe that the best things that we can give to Rotary are, I call the 3 T's: your time, your talent, and your thinking to Rotary. And of course, Rotary Foundation depends upon your support, because it is only when you support the Rotary Foundation that the good work of the Rotary Foundation can go on for years and decades and centuries to come. So let's keep cleaning the windows of our community so that more light shines inside and our community and our world becomes a better place to live in. Thank you very much and congratulations once more to all of you.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful inaugural address, recognizing the contribution of each and every person. Each good number of Rotarians of both the clubs and non-Rotarians also have joined their kind hands in making this dream project a reality. Now I request our Honorable District Governor Dr. Jayagauri Hadigal to
here and receive a rose from our DG Dr. Jayagauri Hadigal as a taken a recognition of our guests. Then Sri Varadaj Bhatt, I think he is absent here. Next. I also request one and all.
Chirag. Congratulations, Chirag. When I first came, I've come many times to Karkala Rock City, and it has always been a pleasure because I got the president who is a youngster who is old enough to be my son, and the secretary also is a youngster, isn't he? Yeah, 2 youngsters trying to manage a very young club. And I was very pleased to see their energy and the commitment that they had towards Rotary. Even at that time, they asked me what project should we do. They kept on asking me, even till I reached my car door and sat in the car. I still remember that how they chased me till the car and asked me what project should I do, madam, how can you help? So many times people ask me, why are you still in Rotary? I am in Rotary because of such occasions of being able to be part of something great like starting a trauma center in Karkala. Something that's so very needed in our country. Managing the infrastructure needed for managing trauma and emergencies in a very good way, great way, within the first golden hour of anything occurring is very, very important. I mean, when I got my stroke, I was in the emergency within 10 minutes of their recognizing that I had a stroke, and then I was operated on. So that could not have happened if I didn't have an emergency like Manipal near me. So you have that facility now in Karkala also, thanks to Rotary. And another reason I said I want to be in Rotary is because I get to sit on a stage with great people like this. What more can you ask if I have Ballard on my left side and Dr. Pandya on my right? Where else can I sit with them? They are all eminently great people who have done so much in their life and still continue to do so. Dr. Bharat Pandya has always been my example in Rotary. I have even said it, and it has come in the Rotary news, which I was very proud of. It was one of the few Rotarians which I meet at the very high levels, whom I really respect, is Dr. Bharat Pandya. Besides being a laparoscopy surgeon, he managed to do, I don't know how he manages to do, all the big work that is there in Rotary. Sir, it has been an honor to be and to work with you and to listen to all. Every time I listen to his speech, I am more proud to be a Rotarian. Wonderful speech, sir, and I like the story about Confucius. This year, in our year of 22-23, we have managed to do a few things, Dr. Pandya. One of the district projects was women empowerment, and we have managed to distribute sewing machines to 470 below poverty line women. And so that means we have touched 470 lives and families and made them better, which in itself I feel it's pretty good and it's a great thing. Applause, please. I thank my project chairman Hariga, who is sitting right in front here, who managed the whole thing, went to the details, saw that they had their BPL card, Aadhaar card, went into so many details and managed to do it. And from the feedback that I got from the ladies, I feel that we are on the right track. Thank you very much for Rotary for giving us this opportunity, and I thank Hariga for doing all that. Now, Mr. Vasant Prabhu is an old acquaintance because I did one more global grant called Gene Expert Machine in Udupi with the help of Central Test Accounting, and that's how I came to know Vasant Prabhu. And he is there always. Even when I did another global grant of the dialysis unit, he was the one I first asked to become a partner, and he said, no problem, I'll give you $5,000. It seems like $5,000 is peanuts for him, but I always thank you, Vasant Prabhu. You know, it's very easy to say no to someone when they ask you for money. I mean, most people say no, but very, very few people will voluntarily say, okay, fine, no problem. And that's what I admired in Vasant Prabhu. And it's not that $5,000 is peanuts for him. $5,000 are peanuts to no one. Maybe to Bill Gates is peanuts, but not to Vasant Prabhu. I don't think so. Yeah. Am I right, sir? Yeah. So, but I'm always thankful for his voluntary extending his hand in helping any projects that we ask him to do. That's what Bharatesh, PDG Bharatesh also was saying. If you start saying thank you, we have to say many, many thank yous to Vasant Prabhu, because he's almost there in almost every global grant that we have done in our district. And thank you, sir, for your guidance and ready help that you have always given us. It means a lot to me, and it coming from a simple, humble person like you means is always better. I thank all my Rotarians this year who have always been a sense for their love and affection and support all through the year. Every time I visited a club, I have not visited many, many clubs because of many reasons, but whatever clubs I have visited, I have loved the love and affection that you have shown me, and I am very, very thankful for that. That has been the great point, great moments of my year as teacher. Thank you so much for all the help, and thank you for calling me for this occasion. And I want to just say a word about Karkala. I agree with Dr. Pandya, who said, yes, courage, talent and confidence are the great things that he has. I have always, whenever I want to do a global grant, first person I think of is Karkala. And he said, yes madam, and he will come all the way to Sonia Clinic and sit with me in my Rotary office and type out those things for global grant. It seems to be second nature. I was just telling him this morning, if I wake you up in your sleep and tell me to write a global grant, you will do it. And he's so good at it. And he's also very humble. That no airs about him. He's there. He'll be there to. He will always be ready to push my wheelchair also. Thank you, Kitty, for all the help that you have always given me. I truly and honestly appreciate it.
Good afternoon to everyone. Dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. It is my privilege to present a brief introduction of our chief guest, Dr. H.S. Ballard, Pro-Chancellor of Mahe, Manipal. Dr. H.S. Ballard was born and had his education till PUC at Udupi, did his MBBS from Government Medical College, Mysore, post-graduation in radiology from Bangalore Medical College. He had training in ultrasound and CT scan at St. Louis University, Miss Court, USA, joined as faculty in radio diagnosis at AMC Bangalore in 1971. Become Associate Dean in 1997 and later Dean in 2001. Vice Chancellor, Mahe in 2003, Pro-Chancellor, Mahe from 2007. He is associated with Manipal Group for more than 50 years. He has received scores of honors and awards such as MBM Inspiring Vice Chancellor of the Year Award and Education Personality of the Year Award in 2005. In 2008, New Year Award 2008 conferred jointly by the Mahe, Academy of General Education, Syndicate Bank and the Rotary Club of Udupi Manipal in recognition of his distinguished service in the field of education. Paryayosava Award in 2014 and Rajyosava Award in 2016. In 2008 to 2009, he was the chairman of the Higher Education Committee of Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry. In 2013 to 2018, member of Medical Council of India, New Delhi. 2014 to 2018, member Academic Committee, Medical Council of India, New Delhi. 2012 to 2016, member of Board of Management of JSS University, Mysore. Also member of Mahe Trust, Manipal and trustee of TAPME, Manipal. Through the Bilinje Sanjeeva Hegde Trust set up in memory of his late father, he has been helping poor students with rural background with scholarship and serving poor patients with medical treatment through medical insurance of Mahe. Dr. H.S. Ballard is also a keen sportsman at heart and has deep passion for the game of cricket. He was a university level player of tennis as well as cricket in Mysore and Bangalore and also as an ardent admirer of Yakshagana, a popular traditional dance form of Karnataka. Dr. H.S. Ballard is happily married to Srimati Indira Ballard and is blessed with a son, Dr. Sandeep Ballard, who is also a radiologist, and a daughter, Supriya and Shetty, who is a business management graduate. Thank you, Anand.
My dear friends, I think I should be very thankful to Prashant Billy Rai, who has just now introduced me. You know, whenever you introduce anybody, chief guest, whether it's good or bad, they go on praising which he did very effectively. Thank you very much. Only thing is, I wish my wife was here, so that she will, my reputation at home, will go to a little higher height. But she refused to come. Our Kirti didn't invite her. Now, presiding of the president of this young club, Rotary Club of Karkala, Rock City, which I am hearing for the first time because I didn't know about it. But the president, young dynamic boy, he was our old student, alumnus. So we are very proud that the young alumnus of Mahe is heading this young club. And then, of course, the inaugurator, Dr. Bharat Pandya, and our district governor, Gauri. She has been with us for a long period of time. I know her from her mother's and father's days, and she was our student. Other big guns, Rotary, who were adoring the dais. P. Narayan, we were classmates at Government Medical College, Mysore, where we did our MBBS together. Then, of course, we see a lot of Rotarians and other people and members of the press. There are two difficult things to perform, I believe. One is the fence, if you want to climb the fence that is leaning towards you. And the other one is to speak after brilliant orators like Bharat Pandya. Mumbaikars are always very good in articulation. That's what you have, because of the financial capital of the country. So they always speak very well. So, but one good thing is praised our Karkala Rotary Club and all the Rotarians, including me, for the good things that we have done in promoting all these healthcare activities. See, it's very important that we should remember our founder, the late Dr. T.M.A. Pai, who was a visionary, always used to think much ahead of his time. He was 3 in 1. He was a medical doctor, did his MBBS from Madras Medical College because we were under Madras College those days. He was a banker, founder of Syndicate Bank, which of course was merged with Canara Bank now. And then he was an educationist. He always used to say there are 3 ills that are facing the society: ill health, illiteracy and poverty. So, and he was of the opinion that if you take care of illiteracy and ill health, poverty will automatically go. That's the reason today undivided South Canara district is quite prosperous. And literacy rate is very, very high, almost 100% next to our neighboring state, Kerala, where it's very, very high. So to take care of illiteracy, he started educational institutions, right from the primary schools. What he did was, he started Academy of General Education in 1942, basically to provide education to SSLC failed students, to provide them skills. Why we educate people? So that they get good job and they can get good salary, take care of themselves, and also the parents. They are supposed to take care of the parents because parents spend the money, even in professional institutions today. But that I am not sure whether it's happening, but at least they should be self-sufficient. Now what's happening is today we are producing a lot of graduates, but they say, especially in engineering side, 75% of the graduates are not employed. And the reason being they do not possess good skills, enough skills for the employment or that industry academia gap or whatever you say. So our founders started this academy in 1942 for SSLC failed students by providing them skill training in carpentry, masonry, bookbinding, electrician, TV mechanic, etc., etc. so that they get employed. So this he thought way back in 1942. That's one reason why I call him a visionary. The other thing is, today, see, ours was the first self-financing medical college to started in the country other than missionaries in 1953. Understand, he started it in PPP model, public-private partnership model, because medical college, as you all know, most of the training happens in the hospital. Only first year is that basic science, those days anatomy, physiology was done without the help of hospital. Rest of the things, 3.5 years of course and 1 year of internship has to be done in the hospital. We did Manipal was a barren hilltop. I am sure you have come to Manipal and seen for yourself what we do in Manipal. So that was a barren hilltop. There was a lot of resistance when he thought of starting the medical college. But anyway, because of his perseverance, he started. But the government of Madras, they said, we don't have money to give you, but we will give you the hospital at Mangalore, because those days Mangalore was the district headquarters. Udupi was very small. There was a small hospital with about 25 beds, which is not enough for starting a medical college. So they gave us a general hospital called Venlock Hospital and Women and Children Hospital called Lady Ghosh. So that the PPP model started in 1953. And today government wants to start medical college in every district of the country using this PPP model. Private, public, private partnership, giving government hospital to the private party so that they can start medical, which our founder thought of in 1953. That's the reason why I call him a visionary. Always used to think much ahead of his time. He was also a Rotarian. He was the Rotary Governor of 318 district in 1964-65. So we had a close relationship right from those days. That's how this Karkala hospital came into existence. In 1985, it started in a very small way in that Rotary Balabhavan, I am given to understand, by conducting medical camps, seeing the response, then they went on expanding. It's very important that we should remember Krishna Prabhu, his son and the daughter-in-law we just now felicitated. As a matter of fact, when I went to Abu Dhabi, I stayed with him. They were very, very hospitable. It's important that we should remember this man, because the whole thing started from him. And the other person whom I should mention is Jagannath Pai, who is here, and his wife. Ramdas Pai always used to say, Jagannath Pai went to him, I believe, one day. and said, I have sold some Infosys shares which I had, and I got a lot of money. I do not know what to do. You know, and he wanted to start something with the Ramdas Pai, with Manipal. And he goes around with bicycle here. He doesn't use car or anything like that. Such a simple person, you could see him, he has been just now honored. See, that's philanthropy. The pleasure of giving, they say, you will get never get by anything else other than giving. Swami Vivekananda always used to say, those only live who live for others, the rest are more dead than alive. So people like, you know, Krishna Prabhu, Jagannath Pai, you know, Mohan Shanai and his wife are here. You know, they are contributing so much, isn't it? It is not necessary. Normally, when people say the so-called, lot of people have deep pockets in our country. But when it comes to philanthropy or giving, they just do not, they hesitate, they don't come forward. ಕೈ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕುದ್ಯ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ. But Karkala people are exceptions to that. Because of them that we are able to get such a good secondary care hospital in Karkala, which has been upgraded to the present. Recently we inaugurated the outpatient block, the renovated outpatient block in memory of Krishna Prabhu. We have inaugurated that. Our first lady of Manipal, Vasanti Pai, they laid the foundation stone, and it was inaugurated today, the state-of-the-art emergency center, isn't it? Trauma and emergency center. Just now Jaya Gauri said, golden hour, first hour is very important. Any accident happening, you know, patient must be transported to the nearest hospital with some facility, not just hospital. Now Karkala is fully equipped with the emergency facilities so that patients can be treated properly. And we have developed into a state-of-the-art secondary care hospital. And I promise you, on behalf of Manipal Group, that we will upgrade it. Anand, Venugopal and Avinash, they are telling me that we will add CT, computerized tomography, very soon, so that it will further enhance the diagnostic facility also, which is very important. So it is an updated secondary care hospital and also tertiary care. Most of our super specialists come here periodically to see the patients, so that patients do not have to go to Manipal. See, that's what the Kirtinath was telling me. When some super specialist comes, they see about 25 to 30 patients here in Karkala. Otherwise, all of them have to go to Manipal. So one person can come here and take care of that. Of course, if it is women, now government bus is free for them. That's what our Congress government has done. But even otherwise, going to Manipal is cumbersome, and not only that, people hesitate a little bit. It is like a dotta samudradaagi untu alli namu elli hogudu barudu anta gottagudilla anta many people complain. That's one of the reasons. You know, they would prefer to go to a smaller hospital. So we have provided all those facilities here in Karkala, all the facilities, including the super specialist consultants coming and taking care of the health of the people of Karkala, for which I think the generous donors about whom I have just now mentioned, Mohan Shanai has given money for something else also. He and his wife came to Mahi, and they are what I call them chronic donors, you know, chronic donors. They go on, they get the pleasure out of it, which is very, very happy. He also wants to start something else. He said he wants to spend some money on spine care. No, spinal care is very important, because spinal cord, if it is affected, it will affect the entire body depending on the site of injury of the spinal cord. So we will work on that, I said, and we will definitely try to help you. The other last thing before I conclude, I would like to tell about Kirtinath, who is heading this hospital. The Governor Jaya Gauri was very, very generous in praise, and also Bharat Pandya said he is committed, positive, and also very dynamic, and also his public relations are excellent. That he told it in front of me, as well as our two bosses of the hospital are here, Anand Venugopal and Avinash Shetty. See, normally we have the policy of changing people, because one person constantly means they won't have new ideas. No, we rotate people. Now the fact that he has done all this pushing, whether he has told them that please praise me to the skies in front of all these people who matter. No, this is, I am just pulling your vein, so in a lighter vein. No, you are really doing a good work, and we appreciate that. And also we have heard it from the horse's mouth So all the more reason probably we have to keep you here for some more time. And length of the duration of the time I can't tell you here. But anyway, we will definitely keep you here, and my congratulations to you, Kirti, for the good work that you are doing, which is very, very important. Public relations is very, very important. You know, people should have confidence in our hospital, which I have seen, because I have been coming here very frequently, and the number of people, OP strength is extremely good. I'm sure you have seen that when you visited Bharat, isn't it? It has been very good, and we have got a lot of specialists also who are coming here, who have been here, and new faces have come, and somebody from, when they will renew, government asked me, he was in government service, he has retired, but he wanted to serve with us. So, Anand Naik, yeah, he served with us, and we will continue his, the services here because he is a physician of great repute, a senior physician. We want people like you, and also, we also have new youngsters have come in almost all the specialities. I am sure with that the reputation and the strength of this hospital will grow from strength to strength. So I am very happy to be part of this inauguration of Yarmal Revati Premananda Shanai Rotary Trauma and Emergency Care Center, and I once again would like to thank Rotarian Mohan Shanai, Aruna Shanai, both of you for your generous contribution, and all the other contributors who have made this hospital grow from strength to strength. And I wish this hospital every success, and also I thank, because I am here like a fish out of water, because I am surrounded by all big guns of Rotary. I am just an ordinary person. But anyway, I would like to thank all the Rotarians, and of course Kirtina Pralal, for giving me an opportunity to be part of this inauguration of this Trauma and Emergency Care Center, and I wish this hospital every success, and I thank all of you for the opportunity given. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your words of appreciation, and
Thank you everybody who has made this dream project come true. I have read a statement from a famous philosopher. Many people see things, many people like us, and just accept they are like this and will not do anything about it. But there are a few people like Surendra Naik who dream dreams and ask why not. It is the dream of Surendra Naik which is coming here today. I don't know how many of you have heard the story how you got the dream. I was waiting for somebody to tell about the dream. I believe, I hope whatever I say is true, Surendra Naik. He met with an accident, and to get proper treatment at the right time, he had to go from place to place to place. Ultimately, he did not get the proper treatment. Is it true, Surendra Naik? Is it true? Yes. And that was the starting of the dream. He said, if a trauma center was there in Karkala, he would not have gone to so many places. Ultimately, he did not get the proper treatment. So, I must thank Surendra Naik for following his dream and making it a possibility here. Friends, these global grants, I'm sure all of you know how the global grants happen. It is not, as Dr. Bharat Pandya told, it is not just the question of money. It is putting things together, getting an international sponsor, getting everything through. I must make a mention of 2 clubs and 2 people who made this possible. One person is right in front of me, Rotarian Vasant Prabhu. He looks such a simple man. Think of him. His association with district. He left India somewhere in 1971, 72, 66. And another gentleman whom I am going to tell you today is Dr. Ranjan King. I am sure many of you have met him. When he came here about 3 years back to inaugurate the Karkala hospital project. He is also from this place. Many Indians have gone to America. I am sure when our Prime Minister goes, you have seen the diaspora and the venue getting filled up, and thousands of people. They are all leading good lives there. But There are a few people like Vasant Prabhu, Ranjan Kini, and I got some more friends like them. What they did was, they went out in search of their livelihood, in search of their improving knowledge, in search of getting better jobs. But what they did was, they left their hearts in India. Their heart is always in India. Whenever you ask, whenever a project is sent to them, they said, it is for India, I am going to be with you. Think of this man, a simple man. Do you know how many projects he has already sponsored in our district and India? 247 projects. Matching grants in those days, now global grants. And his file, his table is always full. You know the restrictions for a club to have global grants. They can't have more than 10 global grants at any given time going on. And Central Chester County Club, that bag is always full. Whenever I want a project, I keep it on the wait list. And this gentleman takes it as soon as the one project is clear. Same thing with Ranjan Kini. Both of these people, they live in small places. His place is just about 10,000 population. 10,000 or less than 10,000. And the other, Ranjan Kini's place, a place called Crown Point. I am sure if you put the map of America, none of you will be able to spot either Crown Point or just Central Chester County. And similarly, Rotarians in those places will not be able to spot Karkala. Somebody must have told them Karkala is famous for its domatraya, Karkala is famous for its cashew nuts. Then if they search, they get what they put the pot. Where is Crown Point? Where is Karkala? I am reminded of a Kannada poem. Yattana Mamava, Yattana Kogile, Yattanakke Yattana Sambandhavaya, Yattana Bettada Nellikayi, Yattana Samudrada Uppu Neeru, Yattanakke Yattana Sambandhavaya. Where is the relationship between the mango tree and the beautiful bird? Vasanta Masa Barbeku, a Mara Chidubeku, a Maradmele Kogile Kutu Hardbeku, Agada Saundaryavanna, Adra Dhvaniyanna ನಾವು ಕೇಳಬೇಕು. ಸಮುದ್ರದ ಉಪ್ಪು ನೀರಿಗೆ ನೆಲ್ಲಿಕಾಯಿಯನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿ ಉಪ್ಪಿನಕಾಯಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಮೊಸರನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ಕಲಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ತಿನ್ಬೇಕು. ಈ ಸಂಬಂಧ, this relationship, Yattana Crown Point, Yattana Karkala, this relationship is because of Rotary. This relationship is because of gentlemen like Vasant Prabhu and Ranjan Kini. I take this opportunity to pay our gratitude, respect, thanks, everything to people like them. May their Vasant, please stand. Whenever he comes to India, his heart bleeds for India. Please. I am here just to express gratitude to people. When it comes to money, getting about $56,000 in terms of rupees may not be all that difficult to raise money in a place like Karkala. But this partnership, problem in Karkala, lack of a trauma center in a place like Karkala is not just the problem of Karkala, it is the global problem. That's why you act global, think globally and act locally. Make it a global issue. You know, global grant comes, I don't know, so many names come into my mind. There is one Dr. Krishnamurthy who is in Fort Collins. There is one Dr. Bob. This is the greatness of Rotary. This is the greatness of Rotary Foundation. Because let this tribe increase and be with us always. Thank you, Vasant. Look at this gentleman. He landed in Udupi 2 days back. He made it a point to come today. And he is already asking me, when shall I come to Shivamogga? There are 2 grants going on in Shivamogga. So that is the way they act. Thank you very much. Friends, to do good in the world and to keep on the lives of the people in our parts of the world a better one, and so that the whole world becomes a better place to live. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for this wonderful opportunity of sharing the platform with none other than our trustee, Dr. Bharat Pandey. We had shared the platform some years back on the polio eradication front. After some years, I am sharing the platform with him. And Dr. Gauri wanted to go into higher levels. It could have happened, but it will happen. I know. Thank you, madam, for all the initiative you are doing, and thank you everybody for listening to this. By the end of July, I want every Rotarian in the Rotary Club of Karkala Rock City be a contributor to the Rotary Foundation, at least to the level of Paul Foundation. With that wish, I thank you very much.